Good morning, sports fans. For those of you on the East Coast, good evening to you on the Pacific, Central, Mountain time zones. Welcome to Sports Roundup on this late Friday night, early Saturday morning, February the 20th and 21st, 2015. Good morning and evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Let's start it off out at Sacramento, California, where the Boston Celtics open the second half of the regular season here against the Sacramento Kings, who have new head coach George Call make his return to the bench here. And the Boston Celtics get off to a good start in the first quarter, but the Sacramento Kings turned it around in the first quarter as they went on a surge, and the Celtics found themselves trailing 28-27 in the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, the Celtics played very well, but the Sacramento Kings got a good hand as the Kings went into the halftime break, leading the Celtics 56-51. And then the Celtics kept on fighting there, and they kept it close, but the Sacramento Kings were the better team so far, as the Sacramento Kings went in the third quarter, leading it on the Celtics 82-74. And the Celtics kept on fighting here, and they kept fighting, and they had the lead for a moment, but the Celtics ran out of steam as the Sacramento Kings took over from there, and they played very well. And the Celtics begin the second half of the regular season with a 101 loss to the Sacramento Kings in Sacramento, as DeMarcus Cousins got 31 points in the win for the Sacramento Kings, while Avery Bradley got 20 points in the loss for the Celtics. Next up, the Boston Celtics, they'll travel down I-5 to Los Angeles, California for a date with the Los Angeles Lakers at the Staples Center. Okay, other scores around the NBA. It is Orlando Magic over the New Orleans Pelicans 95-84. Indiana Pacers over the Philadelphia 76ers 106-95. Toronto Raptors over the Atlanta Hawks 105-80. Detroit Pistons over the Chicago Bulls 191. Miami Heat scorching the New York Knickerbockers 111-87. Minnesota Timberwolves caught a win over the Phoenix Suns 111-109. Cleveland Cavaliers blow out the Washington Wizards 127-89 behind LeBron James 28 points. Dallas Mavericks over the Houston Rockets 111-100 as Amino got 17 points. Milwaukee Bucks over the Denver Nuggets 89-81. Utah Jazz leading and defeating the Portland Trail Blazers 92-76 behind Gordon Hayward's 20 points and 3 assists. 7:48 left in the fourth quarter. It's a Golden State Warriors leading the San Antonio Spurs 96-81 behind Stephen Curry's 25 points and 10 assists so far. And with 4:18 left in the fourth quarter, Brooklyn Nets leading the Los Angeles Lakers 107-95. Okay, the Boston Bruins looking to bounce back after a tough shootout loss to the Edmonton Oilers as they square off against the St. Louis Blues. And Malcolm Subban, called up from Providence, made his debut as goalie in the net for the Boston Bruins, and he looked good in the first period. And Brad Marchand got his goal, 17th goal of the season at 10:42 of the first period with a wrist shot with assist from Patrice Bergeron, 23rd assist, and 19th assist by Riley Smith. 1-0 Bruins for one period. But that's when everything collapsed for the Boston Bruins. That's 48 seconds in the second period. Petri Lindenbaum gets a slap shot goal with assist from Carl Gunnarsson, and Jaden Stewart 1-1 to score. And then Alex Petrangelo gets a wrist shot goal with assist from Jay Burmester and Alexander Steen, 2-1 in favor of the St. Louis Blues. And then 5:09, TJ Oshie gets a slap shot goal with assist from Alexander Steen and Ian Cole, 3-1 in favor of the Blues. And then Vladimir Tarasenko, a power play goal with a wrist shot from assist from Alexander Steen and Oshie, 4-1 in favor of the St. Louis Blues for 2 periods there. And then in the third period, Tarasenko again with a slap shot goal with assist from Jaden Stewart and Joey Lefter as the Boston Bruins get creamed by the St. Louis Blues 5-1, as now they fall to 29-21 as they fall to 21-9 in the season with 65 points here. And next up, the Boston Bruins will travel up I-55 to Chicago, Illinois for a date with the Chicago Blackhawks on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock, which is 2 o'clock their time here. Well, the Bruins need answers fast, and they need to find ways on how to end this slump, and they need to fight for their playoff lives because it is February, and they need to get it together and try to finish strong and look for something here. Okay. Other scores around the NHL. New York Rangers over the Buffalo Sabres, 3-1. New Jersey Devils over the Vancouver Canucks, 4-2. Carolina Hurricanes over the Toronto Maple Leafs, 2-1. Calgary Avalanche over the Chicago Blackhawks, 4-1. It's Anaheim Ducks over the Calgary Flames, 6-3. And Minnesota Wild blanked the Edmonton Oilers, 4-0 here. Alright, take a look at college basketball scores here. Yale defeating Cornell 62-51 in men's college basketball. It's Princeton 63, Dartmouth 56. Harvard 69, it is Pennsylvania 46. Albany 70, Hartford 64. It's Cleveland State 66, Green Bay 61 final in overtime. It is Columbia 76, Brown 59. And Iona 72, Marist 68. Alright, women's college basketball scores here. Marist 59, Iona 54. In a final double overtime, it's Monmouth 81, Niagara 69. Princeton 70, Dartmouth 31. It's St. Anall 95, Georgetown 68. It is Marquette 72, Providence 64. St. John 56, it's Villanova 51. Rider 58, Canisius 56. Columbia 83, Brown 74. Pennsylvania 71, Harvard 61. It's Cornell 56, Yale 37. Missouri State 73, Southern Illinois 57. It's Northern Iowa 64, Indiana State 29. Bradley 66, it's Loyola Illinois 57. It is DePaul 78, it's Creighton 76. Drake 78, Evansville 69. It is Wichita State 46, Illinois State 41. Oregon State 66, Colorado 44. Utah 66, Oregon 64. USC 77, it's Arizona 51. Arizona State 68, it's UCLA 56. And Washington State 83, Washington 72. Alright, take a look at sports news here on this early Saturday morning here. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao will be in your everywhere around the world as they'll be on your nightly news to the sports anchor likely expressed the relief that the fight has finally been made right before tossing the broadcast to the wacky weatherman as the once-in-a-generation showdown is finally here. Kurt Busch suspended indefinitely following a family court finding he committed domestic violence. The Oakland Raiders plan builds drama not stadium for Oakland as the Raiders and the Chargers are trying to plan on building a joint stadium in Carson near Los Angeles. NFL scouting combines moves to on-field drills on Friday with every other year as an event where no football is played will heavily influence draft decisions based on various measurements that may not translate to on-field success. Jameis Winston as a #1 pick is not without risk. Dallas Mavericks forward Chandler Parsons enjoyed a strong showing Friday night against the Houston Rockets, but the fourth-year star was forced to exit early due to injury. The baseball's new rules are hoped to speed up the game, with Chris Bosh of Miami undergoing a test for blood clots in his left lung. In his lung, Miami Heat coach Eric Spoelstra addressed his team before it stood around on Friday morning. They had mentally concocted scenarios in which Alex Rodriguez walked away from the game because he had humiliated or too physically limited or because he did not believe he could even try to play again without the assistance of legal performance. Retief Goosen rolled in a 30-foot birdie putt on his final hole in the Northern Trust Open in Los Angeles to finish in a spot where he had not been in a long time atop the leaderboard according to the weekend. Sunday is the 31st anniversary of USA's 4-3 win against the Soviets in the 1980 Olympic Games. It's been called the Miracle on Ice. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Sr. celebrating after winning the Budweiser Duel No. 1 on Thursday night at Daytona International Speedway is one of the favorites to win Sunday's Daytona 500. In Scottsdale, Arizona, the first day of spring training means a physical exam for a player who checks in. The staff invited to see the doctors too as Bruce Bochy released from hospital is doing great after heart procedure. And that's going to be it for Sportsman up here on this late Friday night, early Saturday morning. The 20th, 21st of 2015 on an early Saturday morning. People say good night, and I'll see you later in the night.